Question number 24 is an exercise in completing the square twice. You have to complete the square once for x's and once for y's. So just reorganizing the equation, you get x squared plus 4x and y squared minus 2y is equal to negative 1. And I like to put these little spaces right here just because I know I need to add something here to create a perfect square. I need to add something here to create a perfect square. What's that going to be? Well, you got to do a little side work. You got to take this b value right here, this whatever is multiplied by the x, and you have to divide it by 2. You have to cut it in half, and then you have to square it. The result after dividing by 2 and squaring is what you would fill in the blank right here for 4, and you can see I filled in the blank. So then this 2 happens to be what number you put right here after you have factored it. This trinomial factors into x plus 2 squared. If you don't believe me, you could FOIL it out. You could say, what is x plus 2 times x plus 2? You'd get back to this step. But we want to go factor, because that's how we compare to the circle. This is the formula for area for the equation of a circle, and in order to get it in this format, you have to complete the square. You can do the same thing over here, and you can recognize that negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1, squared is positive 1. So you have to add 1 right here. And when you factor it, you get y minus 1 squared, and you can compare that to this part of the equation if you want to figure out where the center of the circle is. That would be at h comma k. In this case, it would be negative 2 comma 1. Looking at this, it would have to be x minus negative 2 and then x minus positive 1 to get the center. Now, you do have to remember that you can't just add numbers into one side of the equation. You have to add them into both sides of the equation. So that's how this 4 and this 4 get added in, and this 1 and this 1. When you simplify that, you get positive 4. And if you stop there for the radius, then that would be the trap answer right here. The radius is defined as the square root of this number that's over here. R squared is equal to r is the radius, so r squared is the number over here. Anyway, you take the square root of 4 and you get 2, and that's the radius, because 2 squared is 4.